The next kind of perspective that we're going to learn how to draw is using two-point perspective. So here's an example of two-point perspective drawing. The difference is that I'm now going to see the object from a corner view. So I see a right side and a left side. Depending on where you are on your eye level, you might just see right and left. If you're above the eye level, you'll see the bottom. If you're below the eye level, you'll see the top. So here's how we set up these drawings. On your eye level line, you're going to put a vanishing point on both ends, on the right side and the left side. Step 3 says draw the vertical line that's the corner of the object. So I'm going to take my ruler, and somewhere in the middle, I'm going to draw a vertical line that goes above and below the eye level. Step 4 says draw diagonal converging lines from the top and the bottom of the vertical line that connect to both vanishing points. So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to connect the top of that line to one vanishing point and the top of the line to the other vanishing point. And then I'm going to go to the bottom of the line, connect it to the vanishing point on both sides. So when I finish, it ends up looking like a diamond. Step number 5 says draw the parallel lines that are vertical to make up the side edges of the object. So I'm going to turn my ruler vertical. If it helps, put your pencil right on top of that center line. Make your ruler parallel to your pencil. You decide how close your ruler is going to be to your pencil. Hold that ruler still when it's parallel. Pick up your pencil and draw the parallel line that is vertical. And then I'm going to do that on the other side. If my drawing is on the eye level line, I'm finished. I don't see the top, I don't see the bottom. I can erase the diagonal converging lines that I didn't use anymore. And now we're going to draw above the eye level. So I'm going to take my ruler, and somewhere up top here, I'm going to draw a vertical line. And I repeat the steps. Step 3, we drew our vertical line. Step 4, draw the diagonal converging lines from the top and the bottom of that vertical corner line to both vanishing points. So I'm going to put my ruler on the vanishing point and on the top of that vertical line. I'm going to draw the diagonal converging line. And I'm going to do that at the bottom edge. Then I'm going to repeat that to the opposite vanishing point. Step 5, draw parallel lines that are vertical that make up the side edges of the object. I like to say, put your pencil on the center line so you have that visual. Place your ruler so it's parallel to your pencil. It should not be touching your pencil. It should look like the same distance from top to bottom. And I'm going to draw that parallel line that is vertical. And I'm going to repeat that on both sides. But now I have to draw in the bottom of this box because I see the bottom because I'm above my eye level. So to set up the bottom, I'm going to put my ruler on the bottom edge of the left parallel line. And then I'm going to line it up to the opposite vanishing point. So the opposite vanishing point over here needs to touch the bottom of that parallel. I'm going to draw the diagonal converging line. And now I have to repeat that step on the other side. I'm on the bottom of the right parallel line. I put my ruler on the bottom of that line. I line my ruler up to the opposite vanishing point, and I draw the diagonal converging line. Where they crisscross, that is the bottom of your box. I can leave the extra converging lines if I want, or I can erase them. And now we're going to draw below the eye level line. So the process repeats. Somewhere down on the bottom, I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to draw a vertical line. That's the corner. Step number 4 says draw diagonal converging lines that connect at the top of that corner line to the vanishing point and the bottom of that vertical line to both vanishing points. Step number 5 says draw the parallel lines that are vertical that make up the sides of the box. So you decide how long your box is going to be and draw those vertical lines. Step 6 says draw the diagonal converging line that connects the parallel line to the opposite vanishing point. So I'm going to start on my left line. The top of my left line is going to get connected to the opposite vanishing point. Now I'm going to repeat that on the opposite side. The top of the left parallel line is going to crisscross over to the opposite vanishing point. Where they cross in the middle makes up the top of your box that is seen in 2-point perspective. Then we could play around with stacking. See what happens if you stack a box on a box. So I'm going to erase these converging lines so that I've got a little more space to work with. So I'm going to stack a box right here. I'm going to start with a vertical line that's going to start on the top edge. Then I repeat my steps. I draw my diagonal converging lines to both vanishing points. I switch to parallel. I can erase this line that's cutting through so it looks like this box is on top of the other box. Now I put my ruler on the top edge connecting to the opposite vanishing point. And where they crisscross, that makes the top of that box. I could put a box somewhere over here if I want. And I'm going to repeat that process. So I want you to practice drawing at least 3 more boxes on your own somewhere in the empty space. And try stacking boxes. Can you draw a box on a box? And if so, what does that end up looking like?